Okay, so today we're going to do a classic workout that I've given a lot of people. It's a 15-minute EMOM. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. We're going to do 15 kettlebell swings, 10 goblet squats, and 5 kettlebell deadlifts. Now, usually people look at EMOMs and they relax, you know, it's an EMOM. EMOMs are easy, right? Everyone loves EMOMs. This is the other side of that. There's a lot of work that you have to get done every minute, and if you slow down, you're not going to get it done. So the evil side of EMOMs is you have to move fast enough to finish the work within the minute. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. The movements itself are fairly simple. Kettlebell swings, goblet squats, and deadlifts. We do those all the time. So we're going to warm up and we're going to do it. So you're going to grab your stick, put the stick over your head, and you're going to just give me like 6 or 7 overhead squats. We'll be doing tons of squats later on. Oh, I think Paul's joining us now. Let's admit him. Wait for it. There we go, Paul. How are you?
Hey, I'm not alone.
Not alone. All right, getting right into it, Paul.
Over.
Don't worry, I'll go over the workout again. Right now we're just warming up. You're going to do some overhead squats. Give me like 6 or 7. Good. Then you're going to take your stick, you're going to put it on your back, and you're going to give me some good mornings just with the stick, and you're going to think about pressing back into the stick with your shoulders, even though you're hinging at your hip. And then you're going to squeeze your butt to come back up. Then you're going to take that stick, you're going to put it as if you're at the top of a deadlift, and we're going to do some weightless Romanian deadlifts, RDLs. So for the Romanian deadlift, you start at the top, and you're going to let the bar glide down your legs and really feel the stretch of your hamstrings, and then pull it back up. So it's kind of like what we did, but putting our mind this way tends to let you kind of envision the stretch of your hamstrings going on. Really good range of motion for the RDLs. Good. Go ahead and put your stick down. Give me some leg swings. I've been enjoying the leg swings lately. Anything to get some dynamic movement in the living room. For me, it's kind of hard to kind of move freely in my small living room, you know? And I'm a tall individual, and so I feel kind of compact in like a sardine. Go side to side. Like right now, I'm looking around, making sure I don't kick anything. Oh, I can't seem to balance today. And switch. Oh. Okay. Go ahead and sit in that squat. Push your knees out a little bit. Push your knees forward. Get a little bit of stretch in that ankle. We're going to be doing a lot of squats today. We're doing a lot of everything today. All right. And the last warm-up we're going to do is we're going to go on all fours, like this. You're going to choose one hand, doesn't matter because you're going to use both. You're going to put it behind your head, and you're going to try and get that elbow to go toward your other hand, and then open it up. So try and point it up. Then switch. Same thing the other side. Okay. So today's workout, like I said before, you're just going to need a single kettlebell. You're not going to have time to switch the weights around. You're going to use a single kettlebell. It's going to be 15-minute EMOM, so every minute on the minute, you're going to do 15 kettlebell swings, 10 goblet squats, and 5 kettlebell deadlifts. We do all 3 of these movements all the time. It's nothing new. But really fast, kettlebell swing is just going to be the Russian swing. So we're going to do 15 of those. As soon as you hit 15, you can hold it any way that you want. Then you're going to do 10 squats, and then you're going to finish it off with 5 deadlifts. And then you get to put it down, and if you're lucky, you will get to rest for a few seconds. That's a lot of work to fit into 1 minute. So if you're lucky, you're going to have like 10-ish seconds to rest before we do it all over again 15 times. Sound good?
Yeah.
You sound so excited, Kathy. Gonna be fantastic. So let's get this going. Let's get this done. If you are ready, are you guys ready? Do you have weights that you like?
Yep.
Just real quick. So if we're still in the middle of, let's say we're doing goblet squats and the next minute kicks in, do we finish what we're doing, or do we just go back to the swings?
So the plan is to not let that happen. The plan is to not slow down that much. The plan is to finish everything. That's plan A, okay? If plan A fails, if what you are describing happens, then I'll have you start the next round fresh. So stop what you're doing and start with the 15 kettlebell swings.
Okay.
Okay? But that's plan B. Plan A is finish everything within the minute. This is going to be hard. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
Coach.
right. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. 15 swings. All right. Got myself a 10-second rest, starting round 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, 13-second rest. Oh boy. 2 rounds done. 3, 2, 1, go. So 12-second rest. 3 rounds done. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Oh. 15-second rest. Woo. Ooh, that's moving. 15 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thirteen-second rest. Whew. We're a third of the way done. Oh. I don't know if my screen just died. And go. Oh. 10-second rest. Wait. Slow it down. 3, 2, 1. 11 second rest. Oh boy. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Oh, 10 second rest. Okay, all right. We're getting there, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Barely a 10-second rest. Ugh. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Keep breathing. Nine seconds. Oh boy. Almost there. It's a few more minutes, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Do the next one. Nine. 10. 8-second rest. Oh boy. Bring it down to it. 2, 1. Hit it. Fifteen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Oh boy. 2, 4, 5, 11 seconds. Woo. Almost there, almost there. Almost there, guys. Woo. And go. Come on. Come on. 5, 10 seconds. We just have 2 more to go, guys. 2 more. We can do it. 3, 2, 1. Go. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, come on. 4, 5, 8 seconds left. One more round. One more round, we're all done. 2, 1, last round. Come on. Come on. 13, 14, 15. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and done. How we doing?
I think I got hurt on the 5th round.
What did you say? You're a bit dizzy now?
Well, no, I think I got hurt on the 5th round.
You got hurt on the 5th round? What happened?
I did not do the swing right. I did it all with my back, trying to go faster, and I learned my lesson.
Yeah, you're supposed to use your hips.
Yeah.
So
I didn't think
you got a little twinge in your back? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a good time to talk about what you do when you tweak your back. Okay? Because it's really easy to go down a very dark path after you tweak your back. So first, let me say one thing. You can be, it doesn't necessarily, just because you tweak your back doesn't necessarily mean you did something wrong. I remember like 2 years ago or something, I was deadlifting. It wasn't even heavy. Like, I wasn't doing anything stupid. I was at like 70%, and I was doing like doubles, which is light, you know. I wasn't rushing. I wasn't tired. I did a deadlift, and I tweaked my back. I felt the muscles of my back just start to twist and get super, super tight and pull. Then I tweaked my back. It happens. okay? It happens to people who lift. It happens to people who don't lift. Just about everybody who is alive is going to experience a back twink at some point. It happens. So the question is, what do you do when you tweak your back? Step number 1, don't panic. It's really easy to be like, oh my gosh, I just lifted a disc. I'm never going to be able to lift again. This is, life altering. Just don't go down that path. So step number 1, don't panic. It's probably nothing. Okay? So, how you doing on that?
Ooh, good.
Awesome. So step number 1, don't panic. It's gonna be fine. Okay? Step number 2, stop doing exactly what you're doing and let your back calm down just a little bit. Now, you said you did it in round 5. Did you complete the workout?
I tried.
Right?
For round 7 through 15, I was doing like 10 Russian swings with a lighter weight.
That's fine. Okay? That's fine. So step number 2, let your back relax a little bit. And that's kind of what we're doing right now more than anything else. You're just kind of standing there, you're breathing, you're listening to me. Okay? Step number 3. Okay? This is the important part. You need to get it, quote unquote, moving as soon as possible. Okay? If someone tweaks their back, so a back tweak can be a lot of things. A lot of the time, it's not necessarily something that you did wrong. Your body will automatically tighten the muscles of your back if it thinks something's wrong. Okay? If you're going under a lot of stress in a workout and you're kind of not really prepared for it, sometimes your back will tighten up in order to protect your spine, whether there's something going wrong or not. And when your muscles spasm that hard, you'll pull some of those muscles. That's generally what a back tweak is. So if you get a back tweak and then you sit on the couch for a week, those muscles aren't going to be challenged enough that it thinks that it's okay to move again, is basically what I'm trying to say. So if you sit on the couch for a week after you tweak your back, you're just going to make it worse. It's going to be really uncomfortable. So what we want to do is we want to get into the biggest range of motion we can with the minimal amount of discomfort. So in this case, it's really simple. It's going to be the motion of a deadlift. So what I want you to do is take your broomstick, and just with the broomstick, with no other weight, we're going to find where that is. So you're going to get your feet about shoulder width apart. You'll point your toes out about 15 degrees. You're going to load your posterior chain, your hamstrings, by sitting those hips back and basically doing a Romanian deadlift like we did in the warm-up. Okay? And you're going to keep going as far down as you can with pretty much no pain. Okay? If you go to a range of motion and you're like, then that's too far. Take note of where that is, and you're going to stop before you get there. Okay? And you're going to do reps at a range of motion that's right before that discomfort. Okay? So let's say that it hurts right underneath my knee. Then I'm going to go very slowly, very controlled, keeping my belly tight, my back straight. I'm going to go right above my knee so it doesn't hurt, and then I'm going to come back up. Okay? So as long as there's no pain, you're not getting that big twinge, start it moving now. Literally right after you did it. Okay? Is that working for you?
Yeah.
Good. I want you to do 5 sets of 10 with as much rest as you need in between. Okay? No pain. Don't work through pain. Work through the biggest range of motion you can without that kind of movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. When you wake up tomorrow, do the same thing. Okay? If you find that tomorrow or the day after, hey, you can get like full range of motion with no pain. Fantastic. You can keep doing that, and then start adding a tiny bit of weight to it, okay? And get that big range of motion again with no pain. And then the next day, add a little bit more and add a little bit more. And what you'll find is if you're diligent with this, usually, let's say you did this, I can't remember. You did this with like a heavy deadlift. Usually what happens after like a week, you can deadlift again like 90%, you know? If the more you get it moving, the faster it's going to heal, and you'll be back up and running in no time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Now that's all assuming that it's a really bad back tweak. It could just be a mild back tweak, and you're fine in 3 days. You know, it happens too. But be diligent. Don't work through pain, but work it through with the biggest range of motion as you can. Tomorrow's workout is completely recovery. Okay?
I'm not here tomorrow, so.
Okay, good. But tomorrow's workout is complete recovery. Still, whether you're here or not, do what I just described. You need to get it moving through a big range of motion. So work that deadlift. You can work it through a squat as well. You can do like a chair squat even. If you can get a decent range of motion without any pain, and just keep your back straight, keep it engaged, take a seat, and then come back up. As long as there's no pain, but you're working those muscles, you'll be good. That make sense?
Thank you.
No problem. So again, not only for you, but for anyone else, because someday, just about everybody is going to tweak their back doing something, whether it's picking up a barbell or picking up a bag of dog food or gardening or whatever. Everyone's going to tweak their back someday. Step number 1, don't panic. Step number 2, let your back calm down. Step number 3, get it moving as much as you can without pain. Sound like a plan? Awesome. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day or night or evening or whatever time you're watching this.
Hey.
And have a great one.
You too.
You too.